everybody. I'm man behind the scenes. I follow Dirt Perfect around my lips and I'll quit. Sorry. Couldn't pass up. Hi, guys.
All right, say good morning.
Is it really a good morning if you're involved?
It's always, while I got my ugly half here, which is that one, we can kind of explain a little bit. He can explain what I'm going to be doing because I came in as under the assumption that just got a couple little welds to fix. And
well, my trailer's got cancer.
Pretty bad, we found out. But in his video, you'll see we got a good little apparatus here, how we got it in the garage. It won't fit, so...
it fits.
It fits.
The important part, the part we need to fits.
Yeah. So while he is here, after he explains, I'm going to have him help get the wheels off so we can fix what I thought was the only thing I had. Was back in here. There's a gusset.
So full disclosure, I told you before that.
Just a little bit, you said. But anyways, there's a gusset broke. And then this box here, which is like a box tubing that runs all the way across. Looks like we're gonna have to replace all that, but let him kind of explain what else. I don't know if you broke it or was it broke before you or couldn't have been. I think you broke everything, didn't you?
No, this here was broke when I bought it. The guy I bought it from started reworking it, and I see what he was doing. I just told him to quit. And I've patched it over the years, but it's time to fix it right.
That's why I'm here, huh?
I got limited options. So it didn't help that Captain Kleeman wrecked it. But it's time to get her fixed right back.
All right. I do know we got some of these brackets down here, like right in here. It's got a crack going up the weld. Up top, it's got a crack there. We're just gonna go over it all. I'll have to get better lighting in here, but this cross member here's got a crack in it, right where my finger's at. But we're gonna go over it and try to fix everything we possibly can before we pull it back out of the shop, which I'd say we're gonna be 100% fixed by the time we get it out of here. All right, well, show you what we got here from an outside view. So the trailer is just a little too long to fit all the way in the shop. So we had to engineer a wall so we can keep the heat inside because it's like 20 degrees out here, and just put the back half in the shop and then wall the rest off so we can keep the heat inside. Which we put the wall up, put the insulation up. Maggie done got a hold of a little bit of the insulation, but that is why only the back half of the trailer is in. We don't have the room in the shop, so I just want to give you guys a view. So stick with me and we'll get started on this. All right, guys, we're getting ready to take the tires off. I'm actually gonna make Michael do something.
This is weedy stuff.
Well, I will actually say you on this part. All right, guys, just give you kind of an inside view of what we're doing. I ain't gonna do much filming on it, but right here, this 4x4 square tubing, we're gonna use it as an extra brace in here to help hold up the tail end of the trailer, just so we've got a safety support underneath it.
I guess worst case scenario, if I gotta cut 6 inches off that damn tube, it may not be the end of the world. Better safe than sorry.
Yep, 10-4, I agree. But anyways, what he's doing is he's going to try to raise this up and see how much we can save, so we ain't got to cut too much off the top of that. I'd like to keep that hole just for the reasoning behind it is this is just a safety support, and I don't want to cut it down just for that because we may need that whole length of piece for something else. So just give you guys a heads up what we're doing and why we're doing it. All right, guys, before I start, I'll kind of take a light in here, kind of show you some of the damage that was done to it. All right, like right here in front of my phone, you can see where it cracked away there, and then it went across like a horizontal crack. Then over here, the gusset, this is the gusset, basically supports that box that's on the back. That's cracked all the way up, and then over on the side here, it's cracked. And also the airbag support, you can see the weld, which is right there. It had cracked away. So while I'm under here, I'm gonna go ahead and clean that up and fix that too. But basically what we're gonna do is this box right here, what I'm calling this here box, it runs all the way across to the other side. And what our plan is right now is just getting it cut out of the way so we can see what we can do to fix it. The boxing deal is a good idea, brand new, and it looks nice. But what happens after time is you'll get a hole and you'll get moisture in there. Once you get moisture in there, all that does is creates rust and a weak spot. So if you look at the bottom, I'll try to get you guys a view down here underneath. Oh, I'm getting too old for this. But you can see right here where it's just rotted out, ain't nothing left to it. So that right there shows me that it's probably like that all the way across. I know in the center we got a spot, and on the other end we got a spot. So we're just gonna go ahead and take that all out. So I'm gonna get to cleaning that. Once I get to cutting, I'll turn you guys back on. All right, guys. One thing I usually like to do, you don't have to do it, but it makes for a cleaner cut, is I like to pre-clean where I'm gonna cut at. I'll show you for an example. I'm hoping I can get somewhere where I can show you the difference cutting dirty and cutting clean. But what I did is I went ahead and I wire wheeled right next to where I'm gonna be cutting, right next to that weld. I'll probably take part of that weld out and leave a little bit just so I don't get into the main plate we're saving. So what I got is I got it cleaned up. I got it cleaned up there on that gusset, so I can go ahead and cut that out too. So I'm gonna get you guys set up under here so you can watch a little bit. You guys, hope you enjoy the little fire show. All right, guys, I started cutting and I wasn't getting nowhere. So what I did is I came back out to the end, cut the end plate off to kind of see what's going on in there. So now I got a better idea of what we've got. So I'll show you guys. And it's hard to see back in there, but you can see that's full of junk. That's why I'm not a big fan of closed-in box beams for something like this, because it fills up. Moisture gets in, all that causes is rust. You can see here, same way. The bottom ain't as bad, but what they did is it's like they took two box beams, put them together. Now that I see that, I didn't see that because I didn't see no weld here. So I thought it was just one big rectangular box beam, but it was actually two of them stacked on top of each other. All right. Well, aggravation has set in. I've been working on this for 2-3 hours. And so I got the easy part done. Got it off here. Now I'm back to the inside where I'm in between both airbags here. And it gets tight, aggravating. And if I'd have had the camera rolling, there'd have been a lot of beeping going on. But I got the bottom one cut loose. The way they did this is they were welding off the bottom on the top and then putting the top one on and then stitch welding it on the outside and welding it off to the main plate we're saving on top. So, and it is a real pain in the butt to get up there above this. Let me see if I can show you guys. But yeah, I gotta get up. I can't get in there and show you real good, but I gotta get up in there and cut tacks. And I gotta climb up in this little bitty area right here to be able to get it. So it's been a real pain. I know I ain't been videoing it all, but just kind of showing you where I'm at. See if that's got it. Might help if I cut the bottom.
I missed it. I failed as a cameraman.
All right. Well, what I'm thinking, I got 90% out of it, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna let Mr. Dirt Perfect get the rest of it.
Oh, I think that's a good idea.
I do too.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. Got the hard part done, and all he's got's the easy part.
Well, he needs that for his video when he says he did it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
When he does his video on the rebuild of the trailer, he's gonna need that shot.
He is gonna need that shot. I don't want to burn all its glory up here. I burned most of it up.
Yeah.
All right, guys and girls. So both them box beams are off.
You gotta show them all my good work. I did.
And yeah, I gotta let you know, this guy decides to come in.
I saved the day.
And he cut, I'm gonna try to shine at it, right there, this little bitty triangle piece out, which is probably about 2 by 3, well, there it is right there. Not even 2 by 3, like 1 by 2. Comes in to get the glory cut out of it.
You're welcome. I'll send you a bill later.
But we did have to play doctors today.
Yeah.
And I figured, you know, I owed him to get the glory cut out since they didn't have to get a piece of trash out of my eye, so.
Now we should emphasize you had 3 layers of eye protection on.
Yes, I did. And I think if you see in the videos, you'll see I've had it was filthy, dirty under there. So I have my safety glasses on and I had my face shield on, whether I was grinding or cutting with the torch. So I had a dark and a clear shield down there. So, but we got that off. I'm gonna wash off a little bit more, but now we got to move on to bigger and better things. While I got help here in the shop, because I know what was it earlier? Well, I got to take off. I got to go do inventory on something. You didn't have anything to inventory.
Oh, I have a lot to. Have you seen the Derby hardware store? We got plenty of inventory.
So I think we're gonna move on to the cylinders next. Try to get them popped out and hopefully get the new ones in yet tonight.
You got hopeful thinking those pins are gonna come out.
Yeah, well, hopefully them pins do come out. Put this there. Get it out of the way.
Dad,
You ready? I
Dad,
hate to say this.
Oh no, I'm as strong as you are. Oh.
let's see who's stronger on this.
Darn hammer. Got her, you get that hammer? Or you have her tail off?
Ready?
This? Is it ready?
Here, man. I think we got it.
You're pulling everything. Okay, so you both one of the strongest.
Equal.
Oh yeah. Now, where do we want to set this at?
Back in
Let's just
bed.
set it, lay it down flat on the floor over there for now until we get a plan.
Man, that was easy. Well, my side was. What do you think?
I think we're done tearing it apart. It's time to start putting her back together.
Yeah, I think you're right. Everything's off.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be pretty much it for this one tonight. We got a bunch of steel ordered for tomorrow. I think we're gonna make new pins. We already have the new cylinders. We got a C-channel ordered from down there. I'm not 100% sure what we're doing now. I think we'll reuse the framework, we'll probably just redo both ends. I think we'll build new eyelets that are a little heavier for this side, and then maybe just cut.
I like your idea, cutting flush there.
What's that?
Hey, you guys don't listen over there. All right, I like that idea. Just cut it flush and put the plate on.
Whose idea?
You know, the same time that you were saying it, I was thinking. Great minds think alike.
That was just past years.
It was. That was a late night, and I was doing all the work that night, so, you know.
So we'll sort that out. So stay tuned for tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have some parts and some new shiny metal.
I hope so.
I think that's the worst of it. I think on basket of the week.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot easier.
Gunner has no opinion.
You what? Who's stronger, Gunner? What? Did you not see me? I looked that up all by myself.
The mic drop on right there.
Okay, the camera's off. Now who's stronger? Quit looking at him! You cheater!
I hate to admit it, Gunner, but I think you may have me on that one.
Well, I think we're gonna call her quits, ain't we?
Yeah, sorry, I started the phone going.
Oh. 7:51. So, seen in the video, we got both the big cylinders off. And this apparatus here that we took off, might be wrong on this, but it is a safety latch on this, or safety catch. So when it comes down, it's like a extra lock system on it. So we got it pulled off too. We're gonna rebuild it. We got it over here. It got mangled up a little bit. It's just a lot of wear and tear. So I'm thinking that probably just gonna cut all this off. We came up with an idea for this, so we're just gonna cut it off right here. Same thing on the other side, and then put probably a 3/4 inch plate on here, and a 3/4 inch plate in here. So I think that's gonna be it for the night. I'm tired, wore out. This little demo job got the best of me today. It was just tight, and with no room and not being able to find any of the welds, it took a lot longer than expected, but we got it nonetheless. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, finally get me some good help in the shop. Got Captain today, but I guess Michael's gonna send him off another way, so I don't get to keep him all day. Something to do with that truck. All right, so we got that safety lock off, and I drew some lines, try to get down here where you can see, but it's mangled up pretty bad. You can kind of tell that it needs replaced. Not that this big hole right here gives it away, but anyways, I'm getting ready to get it set up and go ahead and get it cut off, and then the eyes on the other side, we're gonna go ahead and cut them off and actually put thicker ones on. So I'm gonna get it set up and start cutting on it. All right, guys, got the lugs cut off and got that back stopper plate cut off. So all I gotta do now is I gotta go back in and just touch up where I cut off with the torch, grind that down, get it flushed, put the new ones on. And same thing here on the inside where I couldn't get a grinder, like right there, and the same thing right there. I have to grind it up. Then I'll probably grind around the edges so I got a good clean surface to weld to, and should be good to go. While I'm waiting on material, I'm gonna go ahead and we talked about earlier, right here, try to get it to where you can see it. There's a crack right here. It runs about 4 to 5 inches up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grind that weld out and put new weld back in, probably hold it a little bit thicker down here on the bottom, because as you can see, that's where the cylinder mounts on. And then also at the top, if you look real close, you can see a crack here. I'll do the same thing there. I'm gonna grind that out and weld it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys on time lapse and let you watch. All right, what I did when I cleaned that up, I ground that weld out, and these lugs for that cylinder, they weren't a full pin weld. So what I did is I actually ground into it about 1/4 inch to where it made it more of a full pin. You had more weld on it. So got that crack fixed. Then up here, I fixed the crack on the weld, and I also fixed the crack out on the plate. So I got that fixed. That's one fix that we needed to get done, and I got it done. Now I gotta move on to a bracket.
1, 2, 3, come on!
Come on, come on. Come on, come on.
All right, I said bracket earlier, it is a cross member for the tail of the trailer, but I put 4 passes on it. Should be plenty. I do not like the way it looks. Got a little slag popping off of it, but I ain't cleaned it up yet. But I'm gonna let Michael claim that weld there. That was not one of my finest there. So got that one welded up. I checked the other 2 brackets for the lugs for the cylinder. They're good. The other one was good on that one, so that should have that. Now it's just a waiting game for the material to arrive. So I think I'm gonna go do a little paperwork, sit in the office and drink some coffee. All right, guys. New day, same trailer. Michael ran to town. We had to get a gauge. Can't remember what all. Oh, a gas cap gas cap for his truck. I forgot about that. He lost the gas cap on his truck. Needed a new gauge for the torch. He broke it. I told him, don't over tighten it. What's he do? He over tightens it, so now it's cracked, it's leaking. But I'm gonna go ahead, it ain't leaking real bad. I gotta do some cutting. What I'm doing now is for this safety latch here, I cleaned all this out. I'll have to wire wheel it, but we're putting a 1-inch plate in here. We're gonna beef that up. And then on this latch, which I got laying up here, we're gonna put a 1-inch plate on the end here. What it did is it had a basically like, I don't know, like maybe like a support here, then had a plate that went across. What we're doing is eliminating that and just going with a 1-inch thick plate. So we went down to the machine shop, got some metal. It's kind of cut at an angle. It needs to be 4 inches. So I got it laid out. I'm getting ready to fire the torch up and go ahead and cut both of these so I can try to get them installed before he gets back. So I'll set you guys up so you can watch. All right, everybody. I'm gonna wrap this up as I'm cutting the 2 plates for the safety latch for the dovetail on the lowboy trailer. I want to thank everybody for watching. I appreciate all the support you guys been giving me. You don't know how much it means to me, but I'm hoping to catch y'all back on part 2 of the trailer 3. And I'm gonna have to throw that clip of Wade in one more time. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Y'all have a good one.
Hello, everybody. I'm man behind the scenes. I follow Dirt Perfect around my lips and. I'll quit. I'm sorry. Couldn't pass up. Hi, guys.